So guys, I genuinely feel like I cannot start this video any other way without emphasizing the fact that I am in no way, shape, or form the biggest Duke fan or anything like that. But in the sport of basketball, bro, and if you've been keeping up with this channel for the longest, you know I gotta keep it a buck. I gotta keep it real, bro. And if you're watching this video right now, and if you are a Duke fan, I ain't gonna lie, bro, this year right here, this 2023-2024 year, if you wanna be honest, bro, this very well be the year that this Duke team finally wins their 6th title and their first title since 2015. Now, the reason why I actually say that Duke potentially could be contenders of actually winning an NCAA title this upcoming season is mainly due to the fact that they actually have the 2nd rated recruiting class coming into college basketball next season, and they also have the 3rd overall college basketball team right behind Kentucky and Kansas. Now, I'm pretty sure if you were to ask a lot of Duke fans out there and a lot of analysts, the main reason why they think that they're going to be one of them ones and one of those teams to be in contention is mainly due to the fact that they do have that recruiting class coming in, and they also have their 2nd and 3rd year players coming back stronger than ever. I think those players last year just losing in the 2nd round of that NCAA tournament, losing to a team like Tennessee, playing with their 1st year head coach ever since Coach K left. I would definitely say that a lot of Duke fans weren't happy with how the year ended, but the fact that they're actually bringing in a lot of their top guys again next season, and now that they have that experience, they're more polished, they're more seasoned, they know what to expect. I'm telling you right now, this team is definitely going to be special. Now, I do understand that they are bringing in some veteran experience, but I don't think people understand the power of their 2023 recruiting class and also freshmen that they're bringing into this team. Guys, Duke is bringing in 4 5-star recruits, and this is what makes them the 2nd best recruiting class. And it's actually even crazier due to the fact that they had Mackenzie McBuckbo, who was initially a top 5 player coming in, but he actually decommitted due to some undisclosed reasonings. Now he's going to Indiana. So they honestly almost had 5 5-star recruits coming in, but the fact that they still have 4, and these are definitely players that I think are going to complement this Duke team well. I'm telling you guys right now, Duke is definitely bringing in a ton of talent. Now, who are these 4 5-star recruits that they have coming in? I feel like we cannot start off this video without talking about this kid, Mr. Jared McCain. Now, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys already know Jared McCain out there. He actually finished as the 10th ranked player according to ESPN, and he also attended Corona High School, leading that team to multiple state titles. I think they actually won like 2 or 3. He was also a multiple-time Gatorade Player of the Year in the state of California. And stamp this right now, bro, I guarantee you that Jared McCain is going to be easily one of the biggest fan favorites for the Duke community, and I know a lot of college fans out there. I feel like Jared McCain just has a shot making ability that you honestly just cannot teach. I love the way that he uses his shoulders, especially whenever he's in, pressured moments out there in the paint. He does a good job at creating space. And I know what I'm about to say may sound a little bit weird, but Jared McCain is not a dumb player. He plays with a very high IQ. He's a very smart player. He doesn't force the issue. He doesn't force many shots. He understands how to play his position. In my opinion, I definitely feel like he's one of the more underrated playmakers out there, especially whenever he's double teamed or whenever he, penetrates towards the rim, finding the open man, finding the open big or somebody in the corner. I think he does a good job at utilizing both hands, being able to throw different sets of passes, to place the ball in positions for his teammates to score just a lot easier, or just to make that open pass. Like I said, we know what he can do from a shooting perspective, and I actually love the defensive upside that he has as well. I think a lot of people are going to be surprised with just his overall offensive ability, and like I said, his defensive ability. I'm going to be seeing if he is going to be a one and done player. I know right now some mocks have him going somewhere in the 1st round. To me, that's definitely very exciting to see. I think he's the one and done player, but like I said, I do think Jared McCain is definitely going to surprise a ton of people out there. Now, Sean Stewart is the 2nd freshman that I feel like you guys definitely need to have your eyes on. He recently wrapped up his senior year at Montverde Academy, playing alongside Cooper Flagg, and he actually finished as the 19th ranked prospect in that 2023 high school basketball class. Now, me personally, I can actually confirm, and I can firmly say that Sean Stewart is going to be one of the best power forwards in college basketball next season. Like I said, I think he just understands the position. He doesn't try to get too fancy out there. He understands how to play pick and rolls. He's a huge lob threat. He plays hard. He has a great motor. He does a good job at attacking the boards offensively and defensively. He's never really out of position. And the main thing that I do love about his game is the fact that he can essentially guard players in position from shooting guards up to centers. And I've even seen him being able to guard some point guards out there. And I'm telling you guys right now, there's a main reason why a lot of NBA mock drafts have this guy going somewhere in the 1st round. Like I said, I think he's going to surprise a lot of people out there. Now, Caleb Foster is another player that I feel like you guys definitely need to keep your eyes on. He finished as the 26th ranked player overall in the country, as well as being one of the top point guards in this class as well. He recently led his Notre Dame high school to a state title in a very competitive state like California. He also beat Sierra Cannon and Bronny James in that process as well. And from what I've actually been seeing, there's some mock drafts that actually have him going somewhere, you know, in the lottery. Now, me personally, I just want to see how exactly he's going to fit into this Duke offense, just considering the amount of point guards and playmakers that they do have on this team. Already having guys like Tyrese Proctor, Jeremy Roach. I think they have another veteran point guard on that team, and I've even been seeing them may even have Jared McCain playing the point guard position. But I feel like Caleb Foster is just way too talented. He's way too much of a scoring threat, and he's just a production player that I feel like just has to be on the court. I actually think that he could play the shooting guard position. I think he's actually listed as a 6'5" player, but like I said, the scoring ability that this kid has at his size, I definitely feel like he's one of the more underrated scorers out there. Caleb Foster, he really doesn't have that flashy type of play style that you will see with other top point guards out there, but he's a guy that just gets the job done. And like I said, there's a reason why people and NBA scouts have him going somewhere in the lottery. Now, TJ Power is the last freshman on this list that you guys definitely need to keep your eyes on. In my opinion, he's essentially going to be that 3-point shooter that'll probably lead this team in the percentage. TJ actually finished as the 32nd ranked player in the country. Anytime that you see a player that goes from unranked to having a great, crazy AAU circuit, having a great high school season as well, to finishing as a consensus top 30 guy all across the recruiting websites, I feel like you kind of have to clap it up for that player. You have to give him his flowers, and there's really not much more that I can say due to the fact this kid is just a 6'8", 6'9" shooting guard / forward that can shoot the lights out the gym. And I know due to the fact that he does have that size, that's easily going to make him a legit NBA prospect heading into this season or next season if he does stay another year. But overall, like I said, he's going to be another player that I know Duke fans out there are definitely going to love. Guys, the freshmen that Duke have coming into next season, like I said, I'm telling you right now, there's a reason why they are a top 3 recruiting class heading into college next season. I really don't see this team struggling with any fitting or any egos or anything like that. I think all these players fairly complement each other fairly well. I really wouldn't say any of these guys have that crazy type of, you know, play style as well. They have the shooting ability. They have the point guard position on lock. They have the veterans. I think this team is definitely going to be special. But guys, I ain't gonna lie, there's another player that I feel like we have to touch upon that is very, very important, and a player that when I say could potentially be a top 3 to 5 pick in this next year's 2024 NBA draft. Guys, we have to talk about this kid from Australia, Mr. Tyrese Proctor. Like I said, he's definitely going to be one of them ones. He's about to start his sophomore season at Duke. He was also a player that actually reclassified up to start his college career a little bit early. Now, from what I've been seeing and just in the past, it is always a risk for players in high school to kind of start the collegiate career early, and I really wouldn't say that a lot of NBA scouts anticipated that Tyrese Proctor would play as well or bad as he did. I mean, he only finished his freshman season averaging 9 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists on 38% shooting from the field and 32% from 3. Now, I feel like with a player like this, stats really just don't tell the entire story. I know a lot of people are probably going to be clowning me for this, or they may say I'm crazy, but believe it or not, I actually see a little bit of LaMelo Ball in Tyrese Proctor. I just feel like he plays with a very high IQ. He has a pretty swifty type of play style, and from what I've been seeing in these scrimmages so far that you know, Duke has been playing in my opinion, he just looks like a more complete and more aggressive and more confident player out there. I think he's going to be essentially the guy that has to lead these group of guys on and off the court. I generally believe that he has to be the leading scorer on this team, be that main focal point of the offense. I'm telling you, I really anticipate that he's going to have a huge sophomore year. And if you have not already, please put this kid Tyrese Proctor in your notes. And lastly, I feel like we have to touch upon Kyle Filipowski, if I'm saying his name right. Now, if you've never seen this kid Kyle Filipowski play, and if you watch the NBA, just think of this man Kyle Filipowski as a Lauri Markkanen of the college basketball scene. I mean, a 6'11" center that essentially can move like a big, but he also moves like a point guard as well. It's honestly kind of weird. I don't know how he does it, but he does make it work. He did finish his freshman season averaging 15 points and 9 rebounds on 44% shooting from the field. And I ain't gonna lie, despite the talent level that I definitely feel like he has and the potential that he has as an overall player, I do think that during his freshman year, he did essentially play like a freshman. Now, that's in no way, way, shape, or form a bad thing. I just think he did make a lot of rookie mistakes. I do think he would force the issue a lot as a freshman, and call me crazy, but I actually think that his game would be a lot better if he were to utilize his size and actually play his position, and if he would just play a little bit more tough out there. But like I said, freshmen make freshman mistakes. I think Kyle Filipowski has a phenomenal game, very similar to Nikola Jokic. He kind of has that potential, in my personal opinion, with just his IQ, his pass making ability, his dribbling ability. If he can just be a little bit more consistent, be a little bit more tough out there, get a little bit more stronger, I do think the sky is the limit for this kid, Kyle Filipowski. Now, I know I didn't get to touch too much on Jeremy Roach and Mark Mitchell, but they are two players that I do think is going to bring that veteran presence out there. I do think they will bring something unique to this team as well, but overall, like I said, I'm a believer of this Duke team. I'm in no way, shape, or form a Duke fan in any way, shape, or form, guys, but I just feel like with the freshmen that they have and the fact that Tyrese Proctor, I think he's going to have one of the biggest breakout seasons heading into college next season. I don't know what it is, but I do think that they are going to take that next step, and the sky is definitely the limit for this team. Like I said, I'm very excited. I do want to know what you guys think about this Duke team. Let me know other teams that you guys want me to break down below. Yeah, with all that being said, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.